Welcome to producing techno in house with Ableton Live. My name is Noah Pred. You might know me from my own productions over the years on labels such as High Grade, Synosure, Trapez Limited, or my own label, Thoughtless Music. We're going to look at the process today of making a track from start to finish, and you're going to essentially get to watch that process unfold in real time. Now, before getting started on the actual production, for workflow's sake, I highly recommend creating a default track template to make your life easier whenever you open live. A lot of us don't have a lot of time in the day, and the time we can find in the studio to work on music is precious. So let's look at speeding up this process so that whenever you open live, it's ready to go for your workflow just how you need it. We have a kicks track in my default template, and it's basically a kick instrument with those lovely 4-to-the-floor techno kick drums already in there for me, and a drum rack on a track called Kit. This is all part of my template whenever I open Ableton Live. Got my synth track, an audio track with loops, and a return track for capturing whatever is being fed from the returns into textural loops, which we'll look at doing later on. Also got 6 different returns configured, and I've always got a bit of a room reverb on my drums there, because that's how I like it. And I've armed the returnity track for input, and I've configured the sends to go into that returnity track so I can always record bits of the return channels from there and get rid of the returns with the R button there on the lower right hand side. I've also got some grooves in the groove pool, so this is going to give the track different swing timing, as we'll look at later on. And I've got my global launch quantization set, as well as my global BPM. And once you've got this all configured how you want, along with the record quantization, which I've set to 16th notes, and maybe I want a little send on the synth return there, and the QWERTY to piano turned off, and I'll map the letter O in the key mapping area to the overdub button. So whenever I tap the letter O, I can record new clips or overdub session automation. That's something I want to have whenever I open Ableton. And let's say I want to be working at 123 most of the time, so I'll just change the global BPM there. And once this is all configured how I want it, I'm going to open the preferences, Command comma, and I'm going to go to the file folder preferences, and the top option, save current set as default, and save it or clear the existing one. It's asked if you want to overwrite the default set. Okay, yes, that is precisely what I want to do. And now, whenever we open Ableton Live, it's going to have this configuration with any key assignments we've made, with any MIDI assignments we've made, with any track or effect settings, any names we've assigned, any colors we've assigned, any clips that are already in there. Whenever we will launch Ableton Live, it's going to come with all this stuff configured for us already. So it's a little bit of homework you can do to make your life easier. And for the sake of this track, I'll bring the tempo down and delete those tracks. Now you'll see that when I open a new track, there it is, our new track with the returnity and the loops and the synth. All there as we had left it when we saved the default template. So less work, more flow, instead of having to set this stuff up manually every time you open a set. It's all waiting there for you as soon as you open live. Default template. Do it.